What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here. Today looking to add to those two one-day hundreds that we've got. Also, we are closing in, well, I wouldn't say closing in, we're still about 60 odd runs away from picking up our 1000th one-day international, sorry, it's not even, we're not even international yet, just our one day, our 1000th one-day domestic run. We're chasing about, if my maths is correct, I'm just trying to think, I'm just trying to work this out. That's not a bad shot to go and get off the mark. It's going to be saved down at the boundary just for two. But we're chasing about 275 from memory. That's what Auckland went out and got. They in the middle they were very productive. One guy got 100. I can't quite remember who it was, but yeah, it's going to be a tough chase either way. We're going to have to go and nudge it around. Oh, that's risky. Jeez. There was never two in that, but we are always going and running and trying to pick up that extra run. We're just trying to go and make it easier on both ourselves, our partner, and the guys coming in the middle order. I really need to play off the back foot. If that ball is there, if I have the reflexes and have the anticipation to go and play that off the back foot, I can just guide that down to third man and pick up 4 every time. He's done it again. But we're so content with playing off the front foot and pushing it down the ground in these early stages that that's what we're doing. And it's one of those things that no doubt I will go. I was going to say, there's no doubt it'll go and I'll play it off the back foot and he'll bang in an in-swinging Yorker and away will go the stumps. Boom. Just like that. But we've survived it. We've moved on to 5 off our first couple of overs and it would be nice. They have brought the spinner in. Beautiful. So our run scoring options, we need to pitch it on leg. Because that's where our runs are going to come from. There and the guide down to third man. Because they've got the covers sorted. They've got down the ground sorted. So we need to go and change it up. And that's what you guys want to see as well. You want to see shots playing off the hip, playing off the legs, guiding it down to third man. A lot of you on my streams want to see cut shots. Got to go and do a bit of practice in the nets for them. Jesus. Come on, Cliffy. That is the ball that you were looking for. You were just talking about it, and you can't manage to go and put it away. But that's all right. We're still in, still positive. 7 off 8. George Worker hasn't faced a ball yet, but that's all right. I thought Hoppy almost was going to get to that. And our timing's just lacking a wee bit at the moment. Hoppy running on the spot, keeping himself warm, as all good wicketkeepers should do. He has retired now, not playing anymore, but still. He was a pretty good servant, I guess, for New Zealand cricket. Didn't really... Oh, through mid-wicket. He didn't really, I guess, when he played in the international scene, he didn't really make too much of an impact. He was one of those guys that we went through a long line of wicket-keepers when McCullum stopped keeping in tests. Like, we went through, there was a lot of players. There was obviously, there was Gareth Hopkins first. Then I think we had Reece Young. We went back to Gareth Hopkins. Did Peter McGlashan play tests for New Zealand? I know he played one-days and T20s. He was one of our top players. Well, he was a very good player in one-day cricket and T20s, but I don't know if I don't think he ever played tests. I think he was just a limited overs specialist. But yeah, we went through Gareth Hopkins, Reece Young. I think we went back to Gareth Hopkins before we finally went and decided on BJ Watling, who now there's doubt about him potentially not going and carrying on with the gloves. Cut that away, Cliffy. Come on. It's better though. Not just trying to play through covers all the time. But there's a lot of talk about BJ Watling, whether he is going to go and continue with the gloves in the test arena or if he's going to go and give them up and just focus especially on his batting. Nice shot that. That's going to race away for 4. Beautifully worked away. And that's what we like to see. We like to see those array of strokes coming from the bat of Cliffy. The run rate slowly dropping down. It hasn't dropped down by much, but if we keep this good form going... I was going to say, if we keep this good form going, we are going to be in very good shape to go and just get us off to a good start, you know, get us off to a good platform. That's what happened in the, oh my God, what am I doing? There was a first-class game that we played before. It was against Auckland, the same team we are playing here today, but it was a draw. And basically what happened is I think we had about 60 overs left. Oh my God, what am I doing? 60 overs to chase, I think it was about 320. So that's a fairly good chase, you know. And in the end, we drew the game. We only got to about 70. But I went out, and when I was in that situation there, I was like, right, I'm just going to go out and try and get us off to a really, really good start and put less pressure on the guys in the middle. I mean, if I go out and score a quick 550 and then get out, it doesn't matter. If I don't score runs, it doesn't matter. I'm doing what's good for the team. At the end of the day, I did only score, I think, 26. Oh, beautifully worked away, Cliffy. That's what I like to see. We did only score 26. It came pretty quickly, and as I said, we drew in the end, still needing about 70 runs left. So the game wasn't all done, all but over. But you know, it's that aggressive intent that we go out with, that we try and bring to the floor when we are opening the batting in this save mode. And it just, if you have an opening batsman who goes out, if he bats the entire innings, yeah, brilliant. That's really good. He's going to go bat the entire innings. It's going to make it a hell of a lot easier for everyone because he's still going to be there. He's going to be set, carry his bat through. If not, if you get a guy, and like Brendan McCullum is a very good example of this in one-day internationals. If he goes out, and, oh, I shouldn't really be cutting that, but I have. It's not a cut, it's a guide. But Brendan McCullum is a fine example. I mean, if he goes out in a one-day international where we're chasing, let's say, 250, and he does what he did to England in the World Cup, and he scores 80 off about 25 deliveries or something. It puts you in a very good position for the guys coming in later. You know, they don't have to go and rush their shots. They don't have to score at a run a ball. They can go and get their iron, work their iron, get themselves sorted. And I think at the end of the day, you know, it does make it very easy for the guys coming in later if you've got a guy who's aggressive at the top. Yes, it's not always going to come off. I mean, you know, how often have Brendan McCullum gone and got out for a low score and got put us under pressure? But I mean, I kind of, you know, it evens itself out. I mean, the guy scored 100. What did he score? 158 on the weekend or something for the Birmingham Bears in the T20 comp. I mean, that is just outrageous. Ooh. I thought Singh almost got that. He might have got a hand on it because it slowed down quite a lot. It is still going to go and race away to the boundary. That is going to be 4, which moves us on to 46. I must have updated already because I thought that we already were on 46. I probably there, in that situation, should have carried on the run. I should have carried on the run. If I'd ran out George Worker for a black duck, who cares? You know, it's better than running myself out on 46 when we're closing in. No, we'll just take the 2. When we're closing in on a very impressive and a very good 50 to start off. And that really is, I mean, I've said this in my streams that I did last week when I was doing my batting career. But really, one-day cricket, we've kind of, you know, it's always been, I wouldn't say a weak area for me when it comes to batting, but it's been an area that I haven't really excelled at, which is strange, because in the first class arena and the T20 arena, I do bat, well, pretty fearless, shall we say. Like, we don't bat with a lot of fear. But it just doesn't seem to translate into scores of any worth. But I think now that I'm playing, and I'm playing, I guess, with a bit more, I do want to say patience, because, I mean, 52 off 28 deliveries for me, you know, sometimes I would consider that quite slow. But we're playing with a lot more patience. We're not trying to go and hit the ball over the top straight away. We're going trying to work it around, not trying to play through the covers all the time. Oh, I didn't actually really want to play that there. That's alright, we'll come back for 3 though. Come on, Georgie boy, push it! Yes, boys, great running. We'll take that 3 and we will keep the strike. So George Worker, it's been 5 overs. He hasn't even faced a ball yet. And that is like the complete opposite wagon wheel to what you guys are used to seeing. You're very used to seeing it going and being played through the covers. Not the case today. Everything's being guided, as I said, down to third man, played off the legs, flicked off the legs, or put away to, it's not really a cut. It's still a guide, but it has gone quite a lot squarer than our normal ones. But yeah, it's either that, it's played down the ground for the single, you know, playing smart, whipped off the legs, whipped through to mid-wicket, you know. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful to watch. It's low risk. You know, there was that one guide that we played. I don't want to call it a cut shot because it's not really a cut shot. There was that one guided shot that we played that we probably, you know, should have maybe just defended it or just played it down the ground for the single because it was quite full. It was quite straight. We did manage to go and get bat on it. And with that, you know, we're not going to complain. Oh, Cliffy puts it away again. All of a sudden, see, we've moved on to 69 here. I haven't played a shot in anger. I haven't played a risky shot, apart from the one that we did just talk about, that guy before. And, I mean, it's been, in all fairness, it's been pretty easy. I was going to say we might come back. Nah, I was going to say might have potentially come back for 3 there, but we'll just jog on 2. Jog on 2 for the 2. Jog on through for the 2. Is even better. And as you can see, the run rate started off at 5.7, and this is the... Oh! What? How does that get caught behind? Oh! I was actually just about to make a great point I'm just going to, you know what, I'm going to review it, because no one else is going to. It may have potentially come off the pad. If it does, it probably, well, if it did, it probably is going to be LBW. But it's a legitimate delivery, so we don't have to worry about that. There's a big inside edge that comes off. We're just trying to work it down the ground for the single last ball. And boom, as you can see there, it's almost ricocheted onto the stumps. And a great bit of reactions. That's some great reactions from Gareth Hopkins. As you can see, he starts off in his normal position. He thinks the ball's coming down leg side, so he moves to leg. All of a sudden, Cliffy goes and gets a big outside edge. As you can see, it's coming up big there. Yep, we understand that. Come on, move the replay forward so I can talk about Gareth Hopkins and his anticipation and his reflexes. No, they're not going to do that. But he moved basically from outside leg where he was unsighted by the batsman to going and taking it outside off stump. So that is a great catch. And anyway, as I was saying, back to my point, you know, I've gone out there and I've lowered the run rate by almost 1 inside the first 10 overs. And now both Peter Fulton and George Worker, yes, they both haven't faced delivery, which isn't ideal, but it's gone and we've put them in the position where they don't have to go out and score at a runnable. They don't have to go out and blaze away. I think we still potentially could have lost the game because we've not been playing very well at all. Oh my God. We lost by 3 runs. 3 bloody runs. Oh, we needed that. And I think with that, we are going to be out of the one-day title race. I think we can't even make the semi-finals now. I think we've got 3 games left, including this one. I think we needed to win this, and we would have moved up into second. And then we had games against, I think, the other 2 top teams. We'll just go and check that out now, because we do have a wee bit of time. But back to what I was saying. If I hadn't gone out and scored those runs quickly, you know, it would have been a different story for the players coming in. I would have gone out, not got many runs, and we would have been in all kinds of trouble, you know. We would have been in all kinds of trouble if we went, did my usual stuff, played out there, played aggressive, but played safe. You know, we've gone out, played safe, played steady, got our team off to a good start. Unfortunately, we couldn't go and drag it in at the end. Really, we should have. We only needed 3 runs left to go. But just to update you guys on what is happening towards the second half, or towards the end of this career mode. As you can see, currently sitting 5th on the Domestic Shield ranking. Only 2 games left, so basically that there is out of the question. Would be nice to finish up with 2 wins against the Volts and the Stags. And we can go and quickly have a look at the one-day trophy, which again, I think we are now going to be out of. As you can see, we are playing, well, mathematically, we still do have a chance. We're playing the Stags, so if we beat them, we're going to leapfrog them up into 3rd. And then in the final round, we're playing the Volts, which again, if we beat them, potentially, depending on their other result, they're playing the Firebirds, who are bottom of the table. But depending on other results, we can still go and make the semi-finals, but it is looking less and less likely. Anyway, guys, do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to leave a like. If you are new, please do subscribe. Tune in tomorrow. I'm going to have some more Pairs Master League. Get out of it, fly. Piss off. What's a fly doing in my room? It's probably freezing. Anyway, Pairs Master League tomorrow. Hope you guys have had a good weekend. Make sure you go check out my Facebook and Twitter. Links to that can be found down below in the description. As I said, hope you had a good weekend. Tune in tomorrow for some Pairs Master League. Looking forward to seeing you there.